Hey guys, I'm Ash from Search Focused, and this video is all about how to get more traffic to your site and ultimately get more conversions. Now, a lot of you will have businesses, products, services that you've created, and you might have tried to obviously build up the amount of people that are coming to your page, trying to get conversions with different varying degrees of success, and you may have obviously tried to do that in the most cost-effective way possible, which makes perfect business sense. If you're searching for how to get more traffic, how to get more conversions, I think there'll be a deeper element to that, which is how to do that efficiently, how to get quality traffic. And there will be a time where you may need to look at using paid media to do that if you haven't done so already. So this video is for those of you that haven't ever dabbled in paid media or have done so, but maybe not with a great deal of success. I believe, as I've said in other videos, in the long-term strategy of creating and building your brand through original content. I do it myself with things like this, but the paid media approach will allow you to get traffic to your site and to get more conversions. The key is how you do that efficiently without spending through the nose as a small business. And on my site, you'll find tips and courses and options to best allow yourself to do that in the most efficient way. Now, why is paid media the way to go, especially in the short run? Well, think of it this way. You don't just want to get any old person to your site, right? Because if they're not pre-qualified to some degree, who cares if I've got more traffic? What you want is as relevant a person as possible, and you don't necessarily have as much control over that when it comes to some of the organic content you can put out, because anybody could read your stuff. What you really want though is who's more likely to engage and who's going to buy. And with AdWords and Facebook ads specifically, you can actually pinpoint different pockets of people. You know, AdWords is a great way to get more traffic to your site that's relevant, because you can show your ads only to the people that are actually searching for the product or service that you offer. And, you know, that is key. Why would you show it to somebody who doesn't care about what you have to say? So you all of a sudden get to drill in on the right pocket. And there's all kinds of things that I talk about in my courses, and if you were to do consulting with me, where we can overlay that even deeper. But as a starting point, it's a no-brainer, because you can show your stuff to people that are interested in you. From the Facebook ad side, I'm sure you've heard a lot about this over time as well. It's more intrusive. I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna get as much engagement. And if I'm being honest, sometimes the quality of traffic in terms of who's coming to your site might not be as strong as on AdWords, because they're not physically looking for you. However, the volume is such that you can tap into so many different pockets of people that it just makes sense to go after people there, especially whilst it's still quite cheap at the moment. And so Facebook ads is another great way to get more traffic to your site. It's not going to be maybe as high quality as on AdWords, but it's still going to be more refined than just anyone blanketly stumbling across your page. And then when it comes to how you convert them, well, number one, they're already a bit more pre-qualified, but number two, especially on Facebook, you can start using your own internal data, and you can also start using the way that people are engaging with your site by sending them there through paid traffic to then get them to re-engage and convert with you. And the beautiful thing about the paid media side is that people are so much further along the purchasing process than through some of the other marketing channels. So they're a little bit more towards the mindset of buying. They're lukewarm for the most part. And it's one of the quickest, most efficient ways to increase the traffic in a quality way and drive more conversions. The best thing is, at any point with either of them, you can dial things up or dial things down, turn it off, try it again later, come back at another point and try a different campaign. You can always refine it And this is where it stands out compared to other channels. You get to see all the data practically real time in AdWords and in Facebook. And so you can always be changing those levers. If you know the right ones to pull and push, then it's going to be pretty rare that you're burning money in the wrong areas. And that's a powerful way to spend your budget without going overboard and trying to find the areas that are going to deliver the efficient traffic and the best quality conversions for the best cost per acquisition. So I hope that's been insightful and given you some food for thought in terms of whether you should use paid media or not to help get more traffic and conversions to your site. I look forward to hearing your comments and any questions and any kind of counterpoints that people may have. Feel free to put them in the comments below. And as always, if there's any other topics that you'd like me to talk about where I haven't got a video already, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll try and put something together for you guys to check out at a future date. So thank you for watching.